under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, allowance is made for the fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing nonprofit educational or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair. All topics are for entertainment purposes only. None of the information presented in this video or by VGirlTV should be taken as fact. Every situation is based on personal experience. Do you want to visit Panama, but you don't know quite yet what weekend you want to come? Guess what? 2025 Martin Luther King weekend is Rum and Brunch Music Festival here in Panama City. 4 days, 5 nights of non-stop event, with the last event being none other than Rum and Brunch, which is the deluxe edition, which is a concert series, okay? We have performances by local artists as well as international dancehall artists, so you don't want to miss this event. If you are on a budget, but you know you still want to go, don't worry, we got you covered. We have payment plans available. Click on www.rumandbrunch.com, click where it says Rum and Brunch Weekend, and read up about this amazing event that you don't want to miss. If you went to Rum and Brunch Weekend 2024, trust me, you don't want to miss 2025, because 2025, if you're a 90s baby, an 80s baby, and you was outside in 2000, you definitely don't want to miss this event. If you had a chance to participate in Rum and Brunch 2024, well, guess what? 2025 will even be better. If you were the ones that was sitting home looking at all the fun that we were having, well, guess what? This is your opportunity to be here. So if you love listening to dancehall, reggae, soca music, this event is for you. See you guys there. Peace and love. Pretty Image Boutique is located in the Centro Comercial de los Pueblos Mall, located in Panama City, just 15 minutes away from Tocumen Airport. We specialize in hair care, wig extensions, and much more. Come visit us. Hello, V Squad. Oh my God. Hold on 1 second, guys. Give me 1 second, because I'm just realizing something, a little bit of technical difficulties, and I need to fix it. So give me 2 seconds while everybody else comes on in. They come on in. Okay. Wow. That was something else, guys. So first of all, I want to thank everybody for coming into the live. Welcome, welcome, welcome to everyone who's tuning in. I see you guys are rolling in. Shout out to everybody that is on IG. And shout out to everybody that is on Instagram. I said IG, right? Shout out to everybody that's on YouTube. Guys, remember, just so that you guys know how this works, if you are on Instagram and you are on live on Instagram, in order for the other people to see your comments, you have to be on YouTube. So if you are on IG at this very moment and you want to partake in this conversation, you have to be on YouTube, okay? So this live is going to be interactive. So you guys are going to be able to call in if you have any questions, if you have specific questions. This is the time. You guys know I do one-on-one consultations. So this is the time to get your questions together. All right. So I'm going to leave the link so that you guys can ask questions here in the description box. It's in the comment section, y'all. And I'll keep posting it periodically. How's the sound? Can you guys hear me? Just want to make sure that you guys can hear me properly.
Okay. Can you guys see me properly? Are we clear? Are we in? Are we good? Guys, I am so hot. It's so hot in Panama. Can you guys hear me? Let me know in the comment section if you guys can hear me. Does it sound good? Microphone check 1 2 1 2. This is going to be a really, really good live. I'm telling you guys, it's going to be really good, especially for those of you who are interested in starting businesses here in Panama. This is perfect for you. Let me see something. I'm not seeing nobody in the comment sections right now. Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me? All right. Well, while the people on YouTube get it together, shout out to Her Black is Beautiful. Shout out to Angelina in Disguise, Stay Stylish, Hector, Sai, everybody on IG who's logging in. Again, if you guys are on Instagram and you want to comment, you have to make your way down onto YouTube, okay? All right. So let me know when you're ready. Cause I'm ready, but it doesn't seem like you guys are ready. Cause I'm not seeing you guys commenting where you guys watching from, what state, what city, what country. Let me know in the comment section. Okay. Shout out to everybody that's on YouTube right now, my V squad who they're watching from YouTube. You know, I love my YouTube family. I keep on forgetting that sometimes I can't see the comments from Facebook. All right. Hi, Bedina. Hi, Bedina from Brooklyn. All right. So we are going to actually start. Okay. You know, I always got to do the icebreaker. We got Medina from Brooklyn, who's always here. Hi, Jonelle. Hi, girl. What's going on? All right. So, hi, Nefertari. Good. All right, so I wanted to do this video because a lot of you guys are interested in business, especially international business, and especially people who are moving to Panama, living in Panama. You guys want to know, you know, should you open up a business in Panama? Is opening a business in Panama worth it? Okay, so I decided to put this live together and it's basically 7 reasons not to open a business in Panama. Now, I want to be clear. This is no way of me discouraging anyone from opening up a business. As you guys know, that I keep it real on this channel, 100% real. I tell you the good, the bad, and the ugly, and I always want to keep it that way. Okay, so this is not in no way, shape, or form me trying to discourage you from whatever you are trying to do, but it's also a way for me to be able to inform you of the real deal about what it's really like about opening up businesses in Panama or even having a business in Panama or starting a business in Panama. I feel like a lot of people move to Panama thinking, oh, yeah, you know, they see other people doing it or whatever, and they think it's that easy. Hold on, Ian, I'm sorry. Yeah, they think it's easy, or they think, you know, it's like America. And I be telling people all the time, ain't nothing in this world like America. You know, America may have its negatives, but you know, in America it's a little bit more, it's a little bit easier in certain senses, right? All right, so let's go. Let's go. All right, guys. Should you do business in Panama? 7 reasons not to open a business in Panama. All right. So the first thing is why someone may want to do business in Panama. This is so. Okay. So here we go. Starting deciding whether or not. Oh God, my ring is just going off, and it's really annoying right now. I'm trying to turn it off. All right. Deciding whether or not to open a business in Panama depends on various factors, including your specific business goal, industry, personal preferences. Here are some potential reasons why someone might not choose to open a business in Panama. So, a lot of people, when they do my one on ones and they hit me up for consultation and we do consultation, they're always asking me for business advice. So, number one, if you are hitting me up for a one-on-one consultation about, just regular life about Panama, that's one thing. But once we get into like you open up business, this is a whole nother ball game, guys. This is business consultation. I am not a business consultant. Okay. I can give you advice on the things that I've gone through with opening businesses, but I am not going to sit here and tell you what type of business that you should open. I think when it comes to opening up a business, I think people should open up businesses that they are passionate about. And the reason why I always say don't open a business based on what you feel like, okay, well, it's going to make a lot of money, or if you see somebody else doing it and you feel like, oh, you know what, I'm going to make a lot of money, because guess what? There's always going to be, especially when you're entrepreneur, there's ups and downs, literally ups and downs. And so at one point your business could be up here, and then in another season your business is down here. And I always say, when your business is down here, you still have to have that love, that to still continue on to do it. And if you're doing things just for the money, trust and believe that you are not going to be happy. And when you have those moments when your business is down there, you're probably going to fail. Okay. And so all of that is going to determine whether or not opening a business in Panama is for you. Again, it depends on what type of business that you want to open. Two, do not open up a business just because you feel like, okay, you see somebody else doing it. So you automatically feel like, oh, it's making a lot of money. So I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing. And three, don't open up a business if you're not passionate about it. And that doesn't have anything to do with just being in Panama. I think it has to do with just business, period, being an entrepreneur. And let's just be real, not everybody is meant to be an entrepreneur. Everyone is not meant to be an entrepreneur. Everyone is not meant to have their own businesses. And I'm not even going to lie to you, running a business is not as easy as it sounds or as it looks. There's many times like I feel like, damn, maybe I should just get a 9 to 5. You know what I'm saying? And just work a 9 to 5, because the 9 to 5, when you have a 9 to 5, you are guaranteed to make whatever money. So if you are making $45,000 a year, you know for a fact that your check is going to look the same every 2 weeks. Okay. Versus when you have a business, today you could be making $1,000 and tomorrow you could be making $50. Okay. So this is why I always say, once again, when you're opening up a business, do something that you're passionate about and not something that you're just necessarily like, you're just doing it just because you think that it's going to make a lot of money. You feel me? All right. So why can't I see? Okay. Panama business regulations can be complex, requiring thorough understanding and compliances, especially for foreign entrepreneurs. And so this is so important, y'all. Like, and I say this, and I say this over and over again. Sometimes when you are a foreigner, there are some benefits that you may get, and there's some benefits that you may not get as a foreigner opening up a business in a foreign country. And sometimes the regulations and the rules for foreign entrepreneurs, it can be a little bit difficult, right? And even just understanding basic principles and basic rules and regulations about opening up businesses or owning a business in Panama, it can sometimes, it doesn't make any sense and can be extremely complex. I'll give you a prime example, right? So if you have a business and you are employing employees, okay, in Panama you have to have a certain amount of Panamanians employed in your establishment. You have to have a certain amount of Panamanians employed, and then you can have whatever percentage of employers. And that also depends on the size of your business. So the business can be a huge business, a big business, medium size, or a small business. And the way it is determined what type of business you have is based on how many employees you employ, right? So I'm not going to break down the statistic. I mean, not the statistics. The statistics. I'm not going to break down, you know, too much because I don't. This is going to go into a whole nother video. But I'm just going to give you the overall picture, right? And so one of the things that you need to understand is that when you are doing business in Panama, your employees, whoever you employ, they have more rights than the business owners. And I'm going to give you a prime example of a situation where and I tell this to all my friends, people that I know that moved here, and they ask me this question, and I give them this example. If you have an employee, right? For example, there's a law here in Panama that states that if a woman is pregnant and you are not allowed to fire that person. And even after the baby is born, you are still not allowed to fire that person. So even if the person is coming late to work every day and just doing what they're not supposed to do, you cannot fire that person. And so what I find with people, certain type of people, is that they know the law and so they use it to their advantage. For example, I had an employee that was working for me, this is years ago, and she got pregnant. And well, obviously she didn't get herself pregnant, but you guys know what I mean, right? She became pregnant, and then as soon as she became pregnant, she started giving me doctor's notes. And so in Panama, they are allowed 18 days of paid um, sick days, right? And so she would, this is not allegedly, she would not come to work, and then she would go to a doctor's office and pay someone, or she knew someone in a doctor's office, and they would give her a doctor's note. So let's say she wouldn't come to work today, she'll come the next day, bring in a doctor's note, and still get paid, and then expect to get paid. And then she would do that at least 2-3 times a week, right? um and so then it kind of was just like, all right, girl, at the end of the day, as a business owner, you're still running a business. And I'm a mom, and I've been pregnant before, and I know what it's like to be pregnant, but pregnancy is not a disability, right? And as a business owner, I understand if you get sick, but abusing the system is a situation is what I don't go for. And that is just one instance on how people can use the law to benefit themselves or to try to get over. There are people who they do other things, other shady things or whatever that's in the law, and they use the law to their advantage. And when you go to the Ministry of Labor, it's literally your word against theirs. So my best advice is to anyone who wants to open up a business and employ or have employees, to make sure you cross your T's and dot your I's, okay? Because no matter how much people smile in your face and how much people are like, especially when it comes to employees, how much they may smile in your face and how much, they may tell you their sob stories about, what they're going through. Always keep it professional and business. Do not listen to anyone's sob stories. Okay. It's not your problem. And I hate to be insensitive or I hate to talk like this, but this is the reality of what goes on here. Because at the end of the day, when things don't go their way, they will take you to the Ministry of Labor, and you probably will have to pay a lot of money or shut out money out of your pocket. Okay. And this affects a lot of small businesses. So if you are a small business, you just basically what I'm saying is that you got to be careful. All right. Because the laws may not always be in your favor. Another thing is the market. It's a competitive market. Depending on the industry, Panama's market can be highly competitive, making it a challenge for new businesses to establish themselves. So a lot of here personally, if I could choose one industry that I would not want to open, or a business that I would not open in Panama, would be a restaurant. Okay. Panama has so many restaurants, like so many restaurants. The only way that I would open a restaurant, it would have to be something that has like a real unique concept. Okay. It has to be something that out of this world that you have never done before. You know what I'm saying? But this is a prime example of competitive markets and industries and things that don't will not necessarily have any longevity in Panama. And restaurants are one of them. Okay. Panama has a relatively small population compared to other countries, which may limit the potential customer base for your certain business. And this is why I say restaurants are a prime example, especially if you are trying to do like high end luxury restaurants. Let's just be honest, Panama is not a huge tourist country yet, right? It's not a big tourist country yet. It's not known for tourism as yet. People are now coming to Panama and visiting, but it still has not reached that plateau of being, top 10 tourist destinations, right? And so when you have all these restaurants, for example, this is just one industry, there are many other industries. When you have these type of restaurants and you have, it's supposed to be luxury, you're only limited to a certain type of people. So it's either going to be tourists or it's going to be middle to high class locals that live here. And the population of middle to high class people are not much. And so when you are, depending on those type of people, and those people have literally hundreds of other restaurants that are targeting the same type of people, then it makes you in a very competitive market, which honestly, it's okay to have competition, but way too much competition isn't really a good thing when it comes to business or if you are trying to invest. Okay? Are you guys still there? All right. Okay, so oops, did I go back? I skipped. Wow, I skipped. All right. So the next slide is infrastructure challenges. While Panama has made significant infrastructure improvement, some areas may still face challenges such as transportation, logistics, which can affect business operations. So I always find it really funny when I see people on YouTube talk about, oh, Panama is not a third world country. Oh, Panama is, it's better than a lot of other countries. Yes, it is. Maybe it is a little bit better from um, other smaller Latin and Caribbean countries. That is correct. But there are still parts of Panama that is extremely underdeveloped and impoverished. Okay. It's the reality of the situation. And so when you are in certain areas and these certain areas are affected because of the infrastructures, they're affected by the weather. So if it rains too hard, these areas are going to get flooded. For example, places like Real Bajo, there's places in San Francisco, places in the Via España that when it rains, it pours and these areas get flooded. That wouldn't be a beneficial, or that area wouldn't be beneficial for you to have a business. And so if you are running a business and you are required to use certain type of transportation or logistics that require you to go through certain type of areas, this is some of the things that you may encounter. So that is another thing that you guys may want to take into consideration. Hi, Bazina, what's one? What does one mean? All right, tax consideration. While Panama offers certain tax incentives for business, the tax system can also be complex, and tax regulations may change, affecting business operation and finances. And let me tell you something. I lived through this during the pandemic. Okay, um, many small businesses, well, after the pandemic, a lot of small businesses had to close. It wasn't like in the States where people who own businesses, they got some type of tax benefits or they got like money or, no, that did not happen. The government, there was no tax bailout for small businesses. There was no, I mean, federal bailout for small businesses. There was none of that. So a lot of businesses during COVID failed. They either end up having to close down because they went out of business, or by the time they got out of COVID, the expenses was way too high and the economy really went down flat that they weren't able to overcome. So these are one of the things that you really have to take into consideration when you are opening a business abroad or in Panama, that a lot of tax incentives that you may have gotten in the States, you will not get them here in Panama. You will not get them here in Panama. Okay? You will not. So I am a living testament that after the pandemic, you know, we were fighting for our lives. Okay, we were fighting and we are still fighting to keep afloat. And the government did not give us any bailouts. We still had to pay our rent even though the businesses were closed, the malls were closed, because at the time we were in the mall. So a lot of you have been asking, hey, why aren't you guys in the mall? Well, it's I'm gonna just tell you what the real deal is. During COVID, our store was in the mall. The mall closed because the government required the mall to be closed, and any businesses that were in the mall had to be closed now. Even though the mall was closed and our businesses were closed for almost a year, the mall still wanted us to pay rent. Logically speaking, if your business is closed, how are you going to pay rent? Or how are you going to be able to afford to pay rent? On top of that, I was able to open up a website and we were doing online sales, but the mall did not want us to take out our merchandise out of the store for us to sell our merchandise online. And so it didn't make any sense. So they didn't want us to open the store. We couldn't open up. We could not take out our merchandise to sell it. We could not even have clients come to the store to pick up merchandise because the mall was closed to the public, but they still wanted us to pay rent. The government did not come and save anybody. The government did not put down no regulations saying, no, you cannot do that. Okay. The government didn't even say, okay, well, come to us. No, it didn't happen. So a lot of small businesses failed. And these are one of the things that you guys should know. Because you never know what could happen. You don't know if it's going to be another natural disaster, God forbid. You don't want that to happen, but you don't know if there's going to be a natural disaster. You don't know if there'll be another pandemic. Hopefully not. Hopefully we'll never have to go through anything like that again. So yeah. All right, let's see. This is a big one right here. Political and economic stability. Like any country, Panama's political and economic stability can influence business operation, investment decisions. It's essential to assess the current situation of potential risk. And so, one of the things that I realized here in Panama, a lot of things changes depending on who the government is, or who the new government, who's the new government in place at that moment. Okay. A couple of years ago, I'm not going to say who was the president, but there was money outside, there was money in the streets. Okay. People were spending big bucks. It was high time in Panama. It was the best time to invest. After that president left, okay, not so much. Not so much. Oh, okay, okay, I got you. Not so much. Once that president was no longer in office and his party was no longer in office, you know, Panama was looking very dry. Okay. If you are willing to go through the ride, if you are willing to, go through the roller coaster, then yes. But if you are not sure, about, number one, what type of business you're trying to open, number two, if you are not really sure about the stability, if you're not able to take the good with the bad, then this may not be the place for you. Okay. And this brings me to this case study, y'all. Okay. Let's talk about this case study. Okay. And this is a prime example. Oh gosh, sorry, y'all. So this is a prime example of what I'm talking about. Okay. Let's go. So I'm going to share this screen with you guys and we're going to go through this article together. All right, let's go. Hold on. All right, so a lot of you might know Digicel. Digicel is a phone company in the Caribbean and also in Latin America. I have had Digicel for years. Okay, over 10 years I've had Digicel. When I travel to other Caribbean countries, Digicel works. When I travel to the US, Digicel works. Digicel is now closing, okay, after what, 16 years I think they've been in Panama. And that was around the time when this other president was, in office or whatever, the president I'm talking about. Um, so let's go through the article. Digicel is closing down its operations in Panama, claiming that it has been squeezed out as a result of an anti-competitive environment. Specifically, the Irish-owned Caribbean telco group blames the merger of two of the market's biggest three mobile operators, Cable and Wireless and Claro, both trash, which was recently given the go-ahead by competition authorities. While the tie-up leaves a three-player market in Panama, previous market leaders Tigo and Digicel being the other two. Digicel insists it cannot operate in these conditions and is throwing its toys out of the pram. The telco said it will apply for voluntary liquidation and withdraw from the market. This is a regrettable decision that has been made following the Panamanian competition agency approval of Cable and Wireless and Claro merger, in which the Panamanian government is also a major shareholder and which effectively spells the end of competition in telecom market for smaller players, Digicel said in statement. So basically, in other words, okay, this is typically when you have your hands in both pot. So people that are part of the government are also shareholders in the merger in the telephone company. So they went ahead and approved this merger. This is a conflict of interest, obviously. This is a conflict of interest, obviously, and a lot of this happens in Panama, believe it or not. Liberty Liberty Latin America Cable and Wires Company, Panama business agreed to acquire Claro Panama from American Mobile for $220 million in September, gave them the green light for the deal last month. Acodeco did attach conditions to the deal, such as reserving the right to monitor the merged outfit's behavior for a period of 3 years, and according to Bloomberg, requiring two companies to operate separately on their own network for the next 10 months. But clearly, this was not enough for Digicel, which has been campaigning hard to block the merger. Since the announcement of the merger, Digicel Panama has repeatedly conveyed in writing to the authorities that approval of the merger without appropriate remedies will result in our exits, but cannot continue to fund the same balance of the three-player market. The telco said it then listed various cost burden it faces in Panama, such as costs of license, requirements to participate in spectrum auctions, and renewal costs. All of the above contribute to high cost regulatory environment. Everything that I spoke about, every single thing that I spoke about, right? About the 7 reasons. And I didn't even read this article when I came up with those 7 reasons. Those are all my reasons that I had. And while that may be true, it's hardly an issue that the new telecom operators, furthermore, they're clearly more to the decision to pull out that merger of its rival. At group level, Digicel has undertaken numerous strategic incentives over the last 2 years in relation to Digicel Panama, the firm said. So clearly its operation there has been in trouble for some time. These initiatives have included the appointment of investment banks to actively market the business to financial strategic parties, intensive engagements with Panamanian competition agencies in relation to the proposed merger, and finally, proposals to migrate customers to another operator, which were not taken forward, it explained. Essentially, Digicel is saying that it has tried to sell its business but failed to find a buyer, tried to buy itself some more time by blocking C&W and Claro tie-up, but has failed on that score too, and it attempted unsuccessfully to persuade the regulators to let it offload its customers. The merger is not the root cause of the decision to pull out, but is perhaps the straw that broke the camel's back. Is sometimes is something of ignominious ends for the company that helped shape a competitive landscape in Panama. As an industry analyst, Paul Ball says the mobile sector has flourished since the arrival of Digicel in 2008 and of America Mobile in 2009, which ended long enjoyed by Cable and Wireless Panama and Telefonica Movistar. Telefonica sold its business to Millicom in 2019, and the company, which also swallowed up Cable Co. and Cable Onda, has since rebranded as Tigo. The mobile market has affected competition among these players, and then the introduction of the market reports. Okay, whatever. Anyway, the point of the matter is that this is a prime example of exactly what I'm talking about. It's the same thing with the airlines. If you are trying to fly to Panama directly, there's only one airline that flies to Panama from New York City to Panama directly. And what airline is that? Copa Airlines. And the one company that they did have that was willing to that was flying from New York to Panama directly was, what's the name of that company? Delta, and that stopped literally after a month, which is why Copa's flights are extremely expensive because literally they do not have any competition. The problem is, what I would say, and I'm just being really honest, okay, is that when you have players that are invested in they're part of the government and they're also in business and they're making these business decisions, that's when it becomes a problem. So it becomes very difficult. It becomes very difficult for a lot of these people to play and to have these businesses. Hold on, yeah. So yeah, so that was my case study, and that's one of many situations where this is just one of many reasons why, having a business in Panama or investing, depending on what type of business that you are trying to get involved in, it may not be the best interest for you. Like, I'm so disappointed because I had Digicel for years. They had the best plan, the best service. It was affordable, and now I'm getting text messages every 2 seconds telling me that I have to find another carrier before I end up without a service. And now I only have two companies to choose from. And those two companies are Tigo and it's Mas Mobile. And trust and believe, I do not like Mas Mobile. I do not like Mas Mobile at all. But at this point, I have no choice. Just like the cable companies, there is literally no cable companies to choose from. There's literally only two. And again, it's the same people that own the cell phone companies, Mas Mobile and Tigo. So when one messes up, you go to the other one and you're going back and forth. So far, by the grace of God, I haven't had any issues with Tigo, which was Cable Onda before. But I have had issues with Mas Mobile. And so there is literally no competition. They're literally allowed to charge whatever they want because there is no competition amongst anyone. And then the only people that suffer at the end are the people, the local people and the business people. So all right. So then another reason, it's language and cultural differences. For non-speaking Spanish or those unfamiliar with local culture, doing business in Panama may require additional efforts and resources for effective communication and relationship building. So I love when people sit up here and say, oh, well, you don't have to know Spanish. But guys, if you're trying to open up a business in a foreign country, you got to know something, okay? Because if someone is giving you paperwork, all the paperwork is going to be in Spanish, okay? I have not went to one government office where they are giving you a translator or giving you the English version or the Chinese version of anything. Only in where I live, when they send out correspondence, they send out correspondence in Spanish and they send out correspondence in Chinese or Mandarin, whatever language it is. And I had to ask the guy, I was like, it's crazy how you have the Spanish version, obviously, because we're in a Spanish people country. We're in a Spanish country. And then you have, these Chinese characters, but you don't have it in English. He's like, "Oh yeah, well, and there are a lot of people in my where I live that speak English." But here nor there, the point of the matter is that you have to have some type of knowledge of something or put in, trustworthy people that are going to translate for you, because the last thing you want to do is have someone tricking you into signing the paper and telling you that the paper is this that you're signing and then it's something else that can screw you over. So, that also can affect that, and also cultural differences, right? So there are certain cultural things here that may fly here, that may fly in America, that may not fly in Panama. And so, American people always have a tendency of, sometimes, they want to create little America wherever they go. And sometimes, your customs in America is not the cultural norm in other people's country. So maybe the business that you want to open up may not be culturally respected or appreciated in someone else's country. And so you really want to sit back and you want to think about, okay, this is extremely important. Maybe the business that you want to open is not necessarily going to be accepted here. All right. So yeah, that's another thing that you guys may want to take into consideration. So it's crucial to conduct thorough research and consider all these factors along with business objectives before deciding whether or not to open a business in Panama. Okay. I would say this, y'all. This is if you ain't get nothing from what I'm telling you right now. Okay. Nothing from what I'm telling you right now. If you plan to open up any business in Panama and you are planning to hire employees, make sure you cross your T's, you dot your I's, and give everyone a contract. Give everyone a contract. Take it from me. Okay? Take it from me. Make sure everybody's working on the contract. How can all these monopolies exist in numerous industries? That's awful. Okay, so basically, because a lot of these companies are owned by people that are part of the government. They are, key players in the government, so they make these decisions. And obviously, if you own a share in a business, you want your money. So if you're going to vote for whatever is going to make your business money, that's pretty much what happens. And I know it seems unethical, um, and it's not right, but it is what it is, y'all. Delta's hub is in Atlanta, and unfortunately, there are usually many flights. I'm told that booking Copa flights a month in advance is economical. No, I don't agree. Copa is always extremely expensive. Okay. And Copa also has very poor customer service. And I've said this before. I only take Copa because I really have no choice. Okay. I would much rather take Spirit Airlines, okay, than take Copa. But even Spirit used to fly from New York, from Panama to Fort Lauderdale, from Fort Lauderdale to um to New York, okay? And even that, Copa is no longer, not Copa, I'm sorry, Spirit Airlines is no longer in Panama either. I remember at one time they were having talks of JetBlue coming to Panama, and that is no longer. The whole Terminal 2, is specifically for Copa Airlines. So that alone should tell you exactly what it is. So let me ask you, if I had to open a business today, knowing what you know, what field would you choose just for the kicks and giggles? So let me ask you, if you had to open a business today, knowing what you know, what field would you choose just for kicks and giggles? I would open a skating ring. I know you guys are like, a skating ring. I would open a skating ring. Why would I open up a skating ring? Because there's literally no competition. There's literally no skating ring in Panama. There was one skating ring that I've seen, and they did little. Well, it opened up right before the pandemic hit, and so by the time they opened, they had to close back down again. So Atlanta flights are inflated 2.5 times the rates of anywhere else because you can sell I've to a polar bear in Atlanta. I don't know what you're trying to say, but the flights from Delta, the flights from Panama, from New York City to Panama on Delta was super affordable. Those flights were cheaper than Copa flights. And everybody was flying in, and this was around Christmas time, like 2 years ago. Them flights was like $400. And everybody knows those flights to Panama during Christmas time is a lot of money. And those flights were super cheap. And then all of a sudden, it was a wrap for Delta. So how can Panama expand tourism with one dominant airline with Copa? Hence why it's not a tourist country. Um, and let's just be honest, right? So a lot of people would much rather fly to Colombia and go visit Colombia than come here because the flights to Colombia is much cheaper than the flights to Panama. It's crazy. Everybody keeps going to see, look, I didn't even read this comment. But Panama is not popping like that. Now this gives me more context as to why. Yeah, that's why. Okay? That is exactly why. Atlanta to Orlando was like 700 round trip, and from Philly to Orlando was like $300 round trip. Well, but I'm saying even with Delta, right? There are still other airlines that can take you to those places. So not you don't have to take Delta Airlines. You know what I'm saying? You can take other flights to Orlando. There are other flights. You have JetBlue. I mean, airlines. There's JetBlue. There's Spirit. I know y'all like to talk bad about Spirit, but there's Spirit Airlines. There is that's a JetBlue. There's Frontier, I guess. There's tons of other airlines that you can fly to Orlando. So it's completely different. I'm not only just talking specific. Oh, American Airlines as well. I'm not specifically only just talking about Delta Airlines. I'm just saying, like in general, there's still competition, so people can still choose. Okay, so they don't want tourism or not. I don't know. Honestly, really, I really don't know. I know that they were doing like they had a board to present, to sell Panama, tourism. But again, I don't know. Okay, I don't know who's on this board. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I wish I had the answers, but I don't know. I have no idea. Don't try to play Spirit. Y'all be trying to. I took Spirit many times. Okay, I took Spirit many times when um Copa was giving me fever. The government trying to have it both ways per usual, because the canal draws so much people. I mean, yes, but there's so much more to Panama than just the canal, right? People always say, okay, yeah, the Panama Canal. Yes, but there's so much more to Panama than the Panama Canal. And that's what the whole situation with the mining company that was going on. And they were saying that the reason why they had the mining company was because the mining company was going to bring in X amount of dollars into Panama and revenue for Panama. And people were saying, why can't we live off of tourism? Like, Panama is a beautiful country. We do not need the mine. We can live off of tourism. But unfortunately, if the government is only looking out for themselves per se, and not for the betterment of the people, then it's kind of hard to push tourism because everything goes hands in hand. I don't know if you know what I'm saying. How can Panama improve the tourism? Well, the first thing they need to do is I mean, I'm not a politician. Don't want to be a politician. Don't care about to be a politician. But I'm just, on the outside looking in on both ways or whatever. And I know people that live off of tourism, that they're tour guides, and they want tourists to come because that's how they eat. But it really has to do with a lot of regulations. Like there has to be fair competition. And when I say fair competition, they have to have better prices with starting with the airlines, right? Um, there's one particular family that owns Copa Airlines. Okay, they own Copa. And so when there is no fair competition, they can choose whatever prices they want to choose. And honestly, it's never going to be, for the benefit of everybody else. It's going to be for the benefit of whoever the owner is as a business person. So the business owner is only going to be thinking about themselves. They don't care. They're like, well, this is my price and this is it. This is what you're going to pay. And that's that. Right. So I think there has to be some type of government regulation that is not biased in a situation. You can't have your cake and eat it too. That's how I feel. And this is the realest that I'm gonna get with you guys because I know people are never gonna touch this subject. No, 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 never Spirit. Wasn't Spirit sold to a sketchy conglomerate last week? Reports allege that the whistleblower on the safety issue was unalive. Really? I don't know. I haven't flown Spirit in years. I'm just saying that I flew Spirit in the past because Copa's prices was ridiculously high. Now Copa is no longer not Copa. Spirit is no longer in Panama. So yeah, I haven't flown. The last time I flew out was when I went to Jamaica. Obviously, Copa Airlines because they fly direct. And the ticket I think for Jamaica was a little expensive. It was like five something, which I feel like Jamaica is literally 2 hours away. So it should not have been $500, but whatever. And then before that, I went to New York and the ticket was almost $800. Exactly. So I won't be flying anywhere this year. If they want to get the young people like DR and Colombia, they got to get with the program. I try to say this, okay? And that's the reason why I created Rum and Brunch. And the reason why I created Rum and Brunch was for that reason, because I've noticed that there are a lot of younger people that are traveling. Sorry, guys, I'm getting thirsty. There are a lot of younger people that are traveling and they're looking for a vibe and they can't find the vibe. So I create the vibe. But then what happens is a lot of these people, they be creating content, aesthetically pleasing content, and not telling the truth. So they can't find no vibes because they following people who are doing things for the gram. And so that's what it is, what it is. So y'all can re-elect homie that had Panama popping, like you mentioned, child. Girl, that is a conversation to have off camera because I don't need nobody coming looking for me. What's some good places for Jamaicans visiting Panama aside from the canal? The West Indian Museum, if you are interested in history. I mean, it's kind of hard for you to say what's some good places for Jamaicans visiting Panama aside from the canal, because it really just depends on what you are into. If you are into parties, if you're into eating, if you're into restaurants, so it just depends. What are your top 3 places to go to visit Panama? So I'm a foodie, y'all. So I love to eat. Okay, so I'm gonna go to a really good restaurant, but Panama Canal is not on my list of things to do, child. It is not on my list to do. I have a rum tour. So if you're into drinking rum, you could tour and take try different rums, and they give you a whole breakdown on the type of rum, how they make the rum, et cetera, et cetera. There is the West Indian Museum, which I find interesting because it talks about the history of the Jamaicans, Bajans, Trinidadians, people from Guadeloupe that came to Panama to build a canal. So I love that history. I'm into history like that, y'all. Um, Another place that I will go visit is Isla Grande, but to a certain place. Okay, the beach in Colón. You have to do that. Another place that I would recommend is zip lining in the jungle. It's called Adventure Tours. I think that's what it's called. I got to look it up because I did it one time. I just like stuff like that. So it just kind of depends on what you guys are into. There are direct flights to PT or United is New Jersey. United Airlines flies direct from New Jersey, not New York, not JFK. Oh my God, I'm sweating. I've priced flights in the past with Aero Mexico and Avianca, but I'm happy to enjoy their free or cheap stopovers up to a week. Has anybody float? I've always seen those airlines, but I be kind of nervous. I be kind of nervous with those airlines. Who ever flew Adio Mexico and Avianca? Let me know what their service is like. Yeah, United Price is on point. Yeah, but for somebody who lives in New York City, driving to New Jersey or finding transportation to New Jersey, to Newark, New Jersey, sometimes it doesn't make any sense because a Uber would charge you $100 from, let's say, from Brooklyn to go to New Jersey. Comes out to the same thing. We need better resorts because Rio Playa Blanca is straight canal. Child. Mm. Again, this goes into maintenance, not people doing proper maintenance, people not really caring about their job. They just working just to work. And again, and again, and again. They're gonna have to develop a specific area for the young people. Well, they're also doing downtown Amador, where they're gonna have like sky, what is it, zip lining and stuff. It's supposed to be opening soon, so maybe that might be the popping spot. I don't know. My question will be, if Panama has so many bad things, why are you still there if you have double citizenship? So I guess you are new to this channel. So on this channel, I talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly. So when you come here, I'm not gonna sit here and tell you all the pretty things and make it seem like this is perfect, because I'm not gonna do that. Yes, Panama does have negative things about it, but there are also many positive things about it that I have discussed on my channel previously. I have over 300 videos, and so you can go through any one of those videos and look at them and see. Thank you. Thank you. Have some Jamaican family visiting Panama City. Cool. Cool. Oh, which rum factory? No, it's not Abuelo or it's not Seco Herrano. It's called Guys, you guys are asking some hard questions. I was not prepared. What is it called? Casa. Hold on. I'm gonna have to get back to you on that because I can't remember right now. My brain is hurting. I'm going to San Blas. Let me know if you need the plug. I love Bocas. Everybody talks about San Blas, but Bocas is it. Like, Jesus, I can't. I cannot wait to go to Bocas again. After I have my surgery, I'm taking as soon as the doctor give me the heads up to be like, all right, girl, get up and go. I am going to Bocas. I have not been to Bocas in what 4 years, but I love Bocas. Y'all be talking about San Blas, but y'all sleeping on Bocas. Bocas is a whole and type a whole vibe. Can we get you to give another video of El Cangrejo? I know you did one around COVID time, and I was a little intrigued. We'll see, child, because you know I don't be liking to do those little sit down videos. I just do it because y'all like it. And sandy swimming areas in the city front area would be the fire, Bocas, Yo, I love Bocas. Like, can't nobody. I'm going to Bocas for my birthday. I'm going to Bocas for my birthday. I'm going by myself. I'm not going with no kids. I'm not going with no men. I'm not going with nobody, no friends. It's a solo trip. Okay. It's a solo trip to Bocas because I don't want nobody messing up my vibe because Bocas is a whole entire vibe. Plus, I know people there anyway. So I don't need to go with a whole bunch of people. I don't need to go with a whole bunch of people. Yes, it is. Bocas is beautiful. Bastimentos too. Maybe road work will be more advanced because right now it's wild. Lots of construction. Lots of construction is good. That means development, right? Any Afro Caribbean restaurants recommendation in the city? Okay, so do you want tourist restaurants or do you want local restaurants? Because I did a whole video about them. So let me give you the list. Okay, so you can go to Island Escape is a Jamaican restaurant. El Caribe is a Afro Panamanian Caribbean restaurant. You can go to Dundu Fish, which is very local. All right, this is not gonna be no five five-star dining. That you guys are you know that you guys are into. Um, but the food is on point. Okay. It's in Ciudad Radial, which is not in a tourist area. So if you are staying anywhere in the city, which is like Calle 50, if you were staying in San Francisco, if you were staying, in Punta Pacifica, no. Okay. You're going to have to take a Uber. The Uber going to have to take you to where the real people live. And that's where you really going to know what real Panama life is like. Okay. Real good food. Okay. This is not the Mercado de Marisco. Nada de eso, bello. Nada de eso. Okay? Do you like Boho Food Town? Never been there. Haven't tried that. Oh my god, I'm really neglecting the people here on IG. I forgot about them. Sorry, y'all. My bad. So again, y'all, okay? On this channel, you're gonna get the Ciudad Radial. That's where it is. I did a whole mini vlog on my Instagram. It's on my Instagram. Let me see if I can find it. I don't know if you guys are gonna be able to see it, but let me see. Make me see what I want. Wait. Let me look for the picture. All right, I'm gonna post it on my stories. I did that already though. Let me see. Make me see. Let me look for it. Hold on, sister. Give me one moment. Damn, I didn't realize I had that many stories. Here we go. All right, I'm gonna put it in my stories. Okay, there it is. It's in my story, so you guys can check it out. But his food is so good. Like, oh my God, his food is so good. He has like this watermelon. He has like natural juices that's made from natural fruits. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. Finger licking. Okay. He has like a watermelon drink on point. You hear me? The watermelon drink is on point. Your Trini boy was in Panama 3 weeks ago, but was unable to connect. I will try and connect when I return in July. I met BEP folks at La Tapa de Coco. Oh, wow. Cool. Can we get by only speaking Jamaican patois? They don't speak Spanish. I think if they speak English, they should be fine. But don't be going up to people talking about, yeah, man, what I go on, my youth, because they're gonna look at you like proper English. We need you to speak like uptown English. Uptown English. You know, all of y'all, cause y'all, let me tell you something. All of y'all be in that local, although, on the local place at the local places. So you're not gonna run into me at those type of places ever. Okay. Have you think in love to another? Huh? So many lives complaining in culture, language, etc. If you have double citizenship, how do I have lives? I talk about the good, bad, and the ugly. The good, the bad, and the ugly. Okay? I tell the truth. Why? Just tell me why. You want me to go back to the States? Is that what you want? You want me to go back to the States? Because that's what it's giving right now. Obviously, if I'm still here, I'm here for a reason, right? Because if I hated it that much, I would not be here. Okay? What is it, boo boo? Tell me. Talk to me. Because I feel like you're projecting on your girl. Tell me. Talk to me. Jesus Christ. I can't do nothing. I can't do nothing. I'm gonna be just like all the other people on YouTube, talking about how perfect my life is and how I don't have any issues with anyone and everything is just so great. Okay, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm a lie to make you guys feel comfortable because the minute somebody talks about the real truth or the real deal of what's going on, all of a sudden it's a problem. There's an amazing Cologne food fonda en El Cangrejo via Argentina via España. Tapa de coco. I guess. Girl, I don't know what you into. I'm not into that. I'm not into that. Okay. Go ahead. You might like it. I can only tell you what I would do. But I'm also the type of person that it don't matter where I'm at, I could have a good time. So if your sister's the type of person that can have a good time wherever she's at, then go right ahead. But if she's one of those type of people that's like, no, she like what she like, she probably won't have a good time. Let me tell you something. I can tell when people don't follow me and people who do not, who literally are not like my day ones. Because my day ones know. My day ones know how I give it up. Um, there is no food like food from Cologne. Okay, none. There's none. Where's the spot you went to when you had the bob? When you had the bob and they was playing bear reggae and just joined the crew. Oh, so there's this guy that has events. He doesn't do, let me see. I think he does it like once a month. Let me check and see. Hold on. Because it's not like they have like a club where it's just dedicated to like vibes like that. It's literally like someone has an event and those type of people have an event and they're going to be hosting this type of event, then you go, and that's how I end up going there. But it wasn't like a, like, you know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't like a nightclub or anything like that. I gotta see. I gotta hit him up and see if he's doing any events in April. Um, this doesn't have a date. Doesn't have a date. I consider my squad a day one squad. We started a little late. You are my day ones. That's why I could, you know what I'm saying? Like the day one people and then the new people that's coming in or whatever that's following. I appreciate you guys too. I appreciate everyone who took time to watch my old videos. Okay, some of my old videos and didn't come on here judging me. Okay, judging your girl. No, I'm just joking. I appreciate everybody for taking time out to watch my videos. No, but seriously, like I really would like, some of you guys to go and check out some of my old videos and get some more content. Like just because I made 2 lives, about something that I dislike does not mean that I hate the whole entire country. And honestly speaking, okay, you guys are here. You click the link, okay? And so it was good. It was a good topic to talk about. I'm here for the truth, my you. Please organize an excursion to Cologne so subscribers can taste the food and play on. You know what? You're not the first person that said that. You're not the first person that said that. Um, we're gonna see. We're gonna see. We're gonna see what we're gonna do. We're gonna see. We're gonna see. Make sure y'all on here hit that like, subscribe button. We not playing with y'all. Hello, hello, hello. People, I think I'm misunderstood. I really think that I am misunderstood. Okay. Y'all be getting mad at me. Some people be getting mad at me because they be getting fresh. They be getting fresh with me. And then when I get fresh back, they be like, the nerve of you. Don't get fresh with me if you do not want me to get fresh back with you, because I will get fresh back with you. Okay. Do not be trying to leave me disrespectful messages and do not think I will not come with a comeback. Okay. Don't do it. Remember, girl, I'm from Brooklyn. 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 Y'all be thinking, oh, because I'm on YouTube or y'all see me on social media that y'all can get up there and say whatever and whoever and whatever. And I'll be like, and then sometimes I see some of y'all profile pictures and I'm like, you do not have the audacity. You do not have the audacity to be saying anything to anybody about anything. Okay? So, with that being said, don't be nasty nice. Don't be nasty nice. Hi, Fred. Look who's in the live. I haven't heard from him in like, okay, years, ages. Okay. He used to call me every day. I don't even know if he's dead or alive anymore. I don't know. I don't get it. I don't understand. So I don't get it. Anyway, y'all, for those of you who are In this live right now, please hit the like button. If you're not subscribed to the channel, subscribe. I promise you, I do not only talk about negative things about that goes on in Panama. I do talk about the positive things, the amazing things. And come May 5th, it's gonna be great news. Okay, in the name of God, from my mouth to God's ears. Hello, Cinco de Mayo. Um, so hit that subscribe button. Vamos con ese espíritu. It's true. It's true. You didn't even. So this is supposed to be my right hand man, my homie, from Brooklyn. Da da da. Okay, he did not call me. He did not call my daughter to tell her happy birthday. He did not call my daughter to tell her happy birthday. What happened to the guy who you interviewed but did the real estate? Follow him, but I forgot his name. He's actually in this live right now. Panama Property Guru, Eric. Panama Property Guru, Eric. The people are looking for you. The people are looking for you. Panama Property Guru, where are you, Eric? The people are looking for you. The people in the chat are looking for you. He is right there watching on Instagram. Is that pretty privileged shades on people's profile pic? No, girl, it's shade. It's shade because some people be coming for me. They come for your girl, okay? They be coming for your girl. They be coming for your girl for no reason. They be feeling like, okay, well, I'ma just say whatever they want to say. No. Okay? No. Do not. Do not. Be respectful. Let us be respectful. Reciprocate. You give respect, I give respect. Simple. It was shade. It had nothing to do with pretty or not. It was just shade. Next week, I'm going to do a video on 7 reasons why you should open up a business in Panama. Okay? So that will be the next video. 7 reasons why you should. Okay, we got a couple of lives that's gonna be scheduled. I just gotta delete some of the memory that I have going on right now because I just got a message saying that I used up 229 megabytes of space. So I'm gonna have to go in, delete some of the old videos so that I'm able to store some of my lives so that I have them up for you guys so that you guys can still see it. Okay. But Zena, I know who you are, okay? And you are a beautiful black queen. Stop it. Stop it. Y'all, these lights got me sweating. Oh my, look at this. What the heck? Child, it's like I went to a party or something, the way I'm sweating. But you see all this that I gotta go through to give you guys content. I gotta be sweating in my house. I need a fan. Jeez, I left my fan. Oh my God, hold on. I gotta open up this door because your girl is burning up right now. Ooh, my God, the air. See, I can't be keeping the door open too much because Gia asleep, and then I don't need Gia to wake up because Gia will come and shut this whole live down. You hear me? She will shut it down. All right, guys. So for those of you who are just coming in, we went through the whole breakdown. You could check this out. Now, this is just, we just freeing up. Girl, it is burning up. Okay. I am sweating. Look at this. This is so ghetto. Oh my God. Yeah, guys, Gia. So I told you guys that Gia's in school. Gia thinks she's a grown lady. Gia thinks she's a whole elementary school student. My girl is using 4 words, like saying like 4 word sentences now. Gia told Amir, see, all right, so let me tell you guys what happened. Okay. We're like off topic right now, but it's okay. We done talking about what we was talking about. Okay. Um Yesterday apparently, so Gia had, this is a real good business to open up. If you want to open up a business in Panama, open up an all English school. Okay, if you got the money, open up an all English school. Dropped you some gems, right? Anyway, so Gia school had like Down syndrome awareness day, an activity, and I had to go buy socks. uh Went all over looking for these socks. Anyway, so I told my dad, hey, I told my son, I said, hey, tell grandma to pick you up and then drop the babysitter outside, and I'm gonna pick you guys up on my way from the mall because I gotta go find these socks for Gia. The babysitter tells me today that she was in the car, she had her iPad, and so she says that she was trying to take the iPad from her, and she was like, no, mine's, right? Because that's her thing, everything is hers. And then when the iPad disconnected, the Wi-Fi disconnected from the house, because once we leave, there's no more Wi-Fi, so the iPad won't work. Gia turns to Amir and says, Amir, fix my iPad. And everybody turned around and looked like, excuse me. So Amir takes the iPad, puts his data, his code in from his phone or whatever, gives her back the iPad, and she's like, okay, thank you. And everybody just busts out laughing. So everyone's like, ever since Gia started school, I mean, she was talking like before, but not like talking like how she is now. That's a whole grown lady. Eric is in the 30s and 40s in Brooklyn. Huh? Has Panama Hotels had any bedbug issues like some of these other destinations? I'm torn between hotels and Airbnb. I haven't heard that. And the internet is a wicked place. And so if there was any bed bug issues of any hotel, it would have been all over TikTok. It would have been all over TikTok. These people is wicked. Haven't heard of that. Oh my God, where did my friend go? The one that was attacking me. I think I ran them off. I'm working on not being so aggressive. I'm a work in progress. I am a work in progress. Let me see what everyone's soon. Dag, everybody is on. So there's one person from Twitch, and everybody else is from YouTube. Shout out to my people on YouTube. I don't know really what's going on Instagram Live because they're not like Instagram people. They don't really be commenting. That's why I don't really mess with Instagram like that. Instagram is not a vibe for me. Like Instagram people, they're not like YouTube people. Like YouTube people are, I love YouTube people because YouTube people are very interactive. We have dialogue, even if they are nasty nice to me, we still chat. You know what I'm saying? But the people on Instagram, they just be in there just watching. Combine and comment that I need Eric's services soon. Oh, okay. I got you. I was confused, girl. Sorry, but June rum and brunch gonna be lit. Off topic, boats and brunch. Yes. Okay, guys. So I forgot to mention this. Thanks for reminding me, but I keep forgetting. Hold on, my dad is calling me. Hi, daddy. Yes. To what thing? Yes, I did. But I'm on live right now, so can I call you back? Bye. Sorry, y'all. Oh yeah, so I did not mention this. So my birthday's in June, and I'll be celebrating my birthday all June, the whole month of June. I'm celebrating my birthday. So if y'all gonna be in Panama in June, that whole weekend, that whole weekend is going to be a película. Okay, it's gonna be a movie. It's an all white boat ride on Saturday. There's something going on Friday. I don't know, but there's an all white party on Saturday. There is a rum and brunch is on Sunday. The following week is my big birthday bash. Okay, it's gonna be. It's gonna be. Yes, girl, not a catamaran, a boat. I will be there in May. Will you be having rum and brunch the first Sunday? Yes, girl. Well, remember, rum and brunch is on Sunday. Even though Election Day is not going to be on a Sunday, they're probably going to move it over to the Monday or maybe the Friday, but definitely not the Sunday. But yes, we have rum and brunch. Rum and brunch in April is April 7th. Remember, guys, rum and brunch is every first Sundays. Okay, rain or shine. Rum and brunch is happening. Rain or shine. Twitch is me and TV's on YouTube. Thank you. See, this is what I'm talking about. My day one people. Oh, guys. Oh my goodness. I forgot to mention this. Those of you who had gotten tickets that came to Rum and Brunch last year, Rum and Brunch weekend, Rum and Brunch the deluxe edition, you guys are going to be getting discount codes so that you can get your tickets at a discounted price for the events. Okay, the tickets. Um, yes. And then the people who are in my live stream, you guys are also going to get a special discount code. And the discount code is literally only for the people who are on the live stream. So if you, and we're going to do this every week because you guys know I'm doing lives every Thursday. Every Thursday when we do the live, I'm going to be dropping a secret code, and the secret code will be used. You guys can use it to, purchase anything on my website. Okay. Merch, whatever, whatever, whatever. So yes, June is your girl's birthday. June is gonna be it's a special year for me. Okay, June is a special year for me, and so it's up. It's going up. Pred, is the bash open to subscribers? Where he at? I don't know where he went, but it's for everybody. He was just in here. Let me call him. Let me ask him. Me call him sweetheart. You don't worry yourself. Don't worry yourself. Oh, he's there. He answered yes to the world. I was just calling you. He's gonna send me the flyer. I was supposed to send him a picture, but I haven't taken any good pictures yet. I'm not taking no good pictures until May. Anyway, guys, I was gonna say something, but I decided to hold it. My sign is Jesus, LOL, but just curious if you're a June Gemini or a June Cancer. No, girl, I'm a June Gemini. I'm a Gemini. I don't come with your negative comments either about Geminis. Don't come with your negative comments about Geminis either. Thank you. That part, sis. That part. I don't want to hear no Gemini slander on this channel. Okay, because you would get blocked. Nah, I'm not gonna block you because I need the engagement, but still. I blocked like 2 people though. Girl, do not come here with a negativity. I don't know. I never dated a Gemini man, so I cannot help you. I don't know. Do you know who are crazy? Aquarius. Oh my God. Aquarius. Man. How we go from opening businesses to Panama to talk about signs? How? Girl, get off my page right now. I'm not doing this with you. I am not doing this with you. We are supposed to be talking about opening businesses in Panama. That's what we're supposed to be talking about. Okay. For those of you who are tuning in late, we went through the whole live. Now we're just chit chatting right now. Aquarius men are something. Very much something. I'm just thinking about it and I'm like, I need therapy, okay, because I'm having a traumatic flashback right now. Why she left the room? Why you wanted to open up a roller skating ring? Yeah, girl. Okay. Trauma. Okay. Trauma. Next week, we're going to talk about the cons. We'll talk about the cons next week because I have to have content for next week. That's next week. 7 reasons why you should open up a business in Panama. Oh, see, there you go. See, that was your message from God. See, God used me to deliver that message to you. Okay, so if you do a laundromat, you need to do a laundromat like a real laundromat, not like the laundromats that they have here in Panama, because the laundromats here in Panama is not really like a laundromat. The laundromat that I went to, they have like 2 washing machines, they have a dryer, no, and then it's like a cleaners also. If you're gonna do a laundromat, it really got to be like a real laundromat. However, I will say this: I don't want to, pop your bubble. You also want to keep in mind that the electricity bill in Panama is ridiculous. So, you got to take into consideration that the light bill, light in Panama is extremely expensive. And do you know why the light is extremely expensive in Panama? Because there's only one light company. One light company, and it's not regulated. So just saying. And then they have like an ice skating ring, but they only have the ice skating ring during Christmas time. And it's like indoor ice skating and it's in the mall. And please do not open up another hair salon, please. We don't want no more hair salons unless you're doing something different other than blower and plancha. Okay? Please. If you're not doing nothing else, we don't need no more blower hair planchas. We need girls that know how to do short haircuts. Okay? Yeah, it's expensive because that light is expensive. Super expensive. That light. Oh, guys, I went to this restaurant the other day. Well, you know what? I'm gonna save that for another live. Never mind. All right, guys. How is green tech solar? Let me tell you something. In the next few years, whoever invested in solar panels, they're gonna be cashing out because people are trying to find an alternative for the light. So imagine people spending I know somebody who light bill $600. So imagine that. Solar panels. Okay, here's some advice. Okay, I'm giving you free advice. Come to Panama and see what the problem is. Whatever problem that they have here in Panama, find the solution. And that solution will be your business idea. I am sorry I cannot hold your hand and give you everything, but this is what I'm going to tell you. Find the problem. So, for example, light is a problem here in Panama. Light bill. People are looking to find a way, an alternative to get their light bill lower. That's a problem. People are looking for other ways to be able to save money. Okay. People are looking for there's like so many issues, right? And so people will think, oh, well, there's so many problems. But when there are problems, it's also a way for you to make money or for you to have business ideas when you find a solution to that problem. You feel me? There are solar companies in Panama, but not too much, which is why you are able to get into the market now. What do you think about businesses with targeted Black Afro Panamanians, something that benefits the community? I can't give you a specific answer on what I think unless I know what the idea is. No problem. You know, I'm for the benefit of the people. I said a roller skating rink is a good business to establish in PT where after seeing skate channel videos with lit vibes, NYC roller skating rinks were United States America Queen and rooftop Bronx. Yeah. And so what people don't know is that there's a huge dance community here. Like it's a huge, huge dance community. And, you know, a lot of things that people see on Instagram, like, you know, roller skating, the reason why I brought it up is because, you know, people want that type of vibe. Yeah, my son just paid $199 for 3 days electric bill. I'm telling him to go fight that child. I'm about to go raise havoc on their. Oh, okay, I'm sorry. All right, so let me give you the rundown of what's going to happen in Cologne because I don't think people understand. So Cologne is going to be gentrified. They're going to try to make Cologne like how they made Casco Viejo. So if you're going to invest, the time is now. The problem that I will say with Cologne is that whatever business that you open, you want to make sure that the business is not open in the zona libre, because a lot of times when these businesses are open in the zona libre, they get certain things cheaper, which will make it competition for you, and then that makes it harder for you to sell their merchandise, because here in Panama, not everybody, but people really don't shop by quality. They shop based on price, if I'm making sense. Now, this is not a one cap fit all rule for everybody, but for the most part, people don't really shop based on quality. They shop based on the price, which one is more cost effective. Um, I hope that helps. 12 reasons you and me, huh? Uh, I don't know what that means. I'm a little slow sometimes. I'm very interested in getting into Kalong, melanated near to get a foot in, or all may get pushed out. Guys, I can't give you, what type of business idea that I think you should do. I can only give you, you know, an idea. Okay. Not even an idea. I can just put stuff out there and I can give you advice and you just take it. Take what you can. Look, don't take what I say as gospel. Okay. Take what you need to take from it and move on. Okay. Take what you need to take and move on. Okay. Because I don't need no one else trying to come for me. Okay. So this is the thing. Like, as far as business is concerned, I always advise everybody, please do your research. And when I say do your research, I don't mean you come down for 1, 2, 3 days and then you go back. No, I mean for you to really spend a substantial amount of time here to see how things work, because sometimes the way you think things work based on where you live, you think it may work the same, and it don't work that way. No, I do not think that will work, because Panama doesn't think about race the way you think of race. Like, okay, so this is the thing, right? So the way people in America think of race and view race, it's not the same way people here think of race. I can only be honest. Sometimes I'm a little too honest and it gets me in trouble. Talk to me offline. I'm not going to jail for y'all. Many business will be many business will be birthed via this platform, and abundance will come for you. Oh, but Zena, girl, you so sweet. USA, I need a green card. I think he's trolling at this point. Um, okay. Well, I hope this live helps someone, even if it was one person. I hope it helps someone. And to my friend that was trying to come for me, don't pay me no mind. Okay, it's all love. Just don't come for me ever again. No, I'm joking. So yeah, don't forget, y'all. Join our mailing list. Okay, do that. Join the mailing list at www.VGirlTV.com. Make sure you are following at Rum and Brunch to find out when is the next event. You can follow me on Instagram at IamBMonroe. Okay. And if you want to donate to me, because you just feel like it, you can send me a Cash App at VGirlTV, or you can send me a Venmo at don't send me no Venmo because I don't even think I have that anymore. If you feel like it, if you don't, it's okay. Whatever. Yeah. Whatever you want to do. I'm planning on moving to Panama next year, maybe to Costa del Este area. Your videos have been a great and for me. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Yeah, I know you're trolling, child. I know you're trolling. I don't got time for trolls right now. It's hot right now, and I'm going to my bed. Anyway, don't forget next year, 2025, is Rum and Brunch Music Festival weekend. It's going to be super lit. Okay, we got payment plans available for those of you who are interested in coming out to Panama and you want to visit Panama and you want to have a time, because I'm gonna make sure you guys have a time because I've learned a lot from the last event. So the next event is going to be super dope. I have new events that's coming up, which I'll probably just talk about in the next live because right now I'm extremely hot. And yes, please hit the like button and check out my other videos before y'all come and try to judge me. Thank you. Yeah, that's about it, y'all. Thank you always for tuning in, and I will see you guys in the next live. Don't forget, we go live every Thursday at 8 p.m. So make sure you set your post notification on. Did I say it right? Make sure you have your post notification on. Yeah, that part. All right. Anyway, guys, thanks for always tuning in. Peace and love.